Hi everybody, I wanted to talk to you real quick about how you will be filling out your 40 book challenge workbook. So this is a PowerPoint workbook that you will be maintaining throughout the year as you work on your 40 book challenge. This slide number 2, is what you should have just finished filling out after watching that Edpuzzle video, writing a quick 1-sentence description in your own words for those genres, and also including an example of an example book in that genre. This is where you check off books that you've read within that genre. For example, if I read a biography book, I'm just going to come and put a little X there. If I read a realistic fiction, and as I read choice books of my own choosing, I'll check those off there. If you read, you really like one genre, if you really like mystery or horror and you read more, so you fill out all of these, then they just go into this category. Also sci-fi. Remember I mentioned sci-fi in the Edpuzzle video? It's not on here, so that's considered a choice. If you have questions on how to fill out the X, ask me on Schoology or ask a classmate. Here is where you're going to add books that you want to read. So I'm asking for your first turn-in. You should have 5 books on this list. And then you can add a check when you finish reading those. This is where you write down books that you have read, so books that you finished reading within this challenge. So don't add books from last year. You can reread a book, that's fine, but only write down books that you've read this year. So just put the book title, author, what genre it is, what rating you would give it, and if you would recommend this book to anybody. There's a few slides for that because you'll be reading lots of books. And then on slide 12 is where you will find first an example, and then I'll show you what yours looks like, which you'll be writing on. So every week you'll be turning in a reading log to me. It's simple and quick. Write up 3 to 5 sentences just so I know that you're still reading. It shouldn't take you too long. You're going to read through these questions right here. This one has many questions within it, so just choose one to answer there. Here are more questions. So choose one. Remember, always include the book, title, author when you're reading. And this is an example of what your response will look like. So this is answering the question, purpose and theme right there. The author wrote this book because, and then just write your response. 3 to 5 sentences, that's all. And that's the example on slide 12. So here's slide 13. These are where you're going to start filling them out. So for the first 40 book challenge checkpoint, you're going to write your response right here. You'll have the questions always right there for you to reference. And you're going to fill out this information and write your response. When you turn it in on Schoology, I will look at the most recent post and I will give you credit. And then just continue working down. Your work will save for every entry. Don't worry, you never have to delete it. I want it to stay there so we can see all the books that you've read and all the entries that you've written. That is how you will be filling out this document. It's always going to stay posted in Schoology. So every time I post a 40 book challenge check, it will be linked as a Google Slides there. You'll click it and it'll open your document for you. It's just a little shortcut so you can click that every time and you'll be brought back to your own personal workbook.